seems to have one, which is right on par for having a limited perspective as a human being. Every human has one, a perspective that's unique to them. And that is why so long ago I began shifting from a right and wrong perception of all things that I experience into one of neutrality, of things simply being occurrences, experiences, opportunities, because it's all about how you see it. Okay. Yeah, this intermittent camera issue, I'm going to just switch cameras. All right. So we'll work with this camera today. So, yeah, so a long time ago, I decided to make the switch over to, having an intentional perception that included a larger spectrum of what's possible, and also then what is for me, what's aligned, what's not, and using what's aligned and what's not versus what's right and wrong, or what's true or false, and as it pertains to other people and what's good for them. Simply, it's about choosing the thing that is aligned, most aligned with what you desire, what I desire. And that's how I've been living for many years now. I think it served me. It decreases stress. It shifts the focus into a creative one where I'm now, it also is more compassion involved, because there's more space for more things to exist without putting judgment on them immediately. And so today, truth is one of those things that is very cognitive for most people, and until you realize that truth is actually a signal from the body, and is often, and I would say always, received there first. Before you have a mental conception of what's true, your body already knows and has told you and communicated it. And it's just about whether or not we're listening. So that demonstrated through movement is simply us deciding and determining when we're in a pattern, whether it is good for our bodies or not, whether it feels good or it does not feel good, and being discerning about that is a beginning of understanding what's true for you. And so let's begin. Alrighty. So we'll just start with some centering. We'll just touch our chest here, touch our belly, and breathe. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Just feel your feet on the floor. Feel the pressure and the heat, perhaps from the hand on your chest and the one on your belly. And just really be here. Feel the bottoms of your feet touching the floor. And we're arriving here together. And focus the breath down deeply into the belly. And let's move to the scan of the internal landscape. behind the eyes, jaw. We're just noticing here without judgment, without definition. Notice what the body does. Any sounds in the belly, any burping, any gaseous release, any desire to adjust. If you want to, if you have the desire to change the body orientation, just notice that without changing anything. Just notice what the body wants to do. Following your internal landscape all the way down to your feet. And if you notice the sensation, now notice if you can identify an emotion that you're feeling right now. If someone were to ask you, how do you feel? What would you say? I'm feeling content. I just always feel better when I'm in my body. If my eyes closed, I love my own energy. This feels good just to be here. As I'm acknowledging other possibilities, other emotions that might come after content has been exhausted, I'm noticing I want to roll my back. There's some tension there. I want to release. And so now let's just set an intention that feels true. When you set your intention, just notice what happens in your body. I set the intention of having the best session possible this morning. Being present to messages and flow. My attention's immediately drawn to my heart. And I'm getting just yes, we want more of that. More deep connection, more listening. And it feels like an expansive feeling in my chest. What does it feel like for you, this intention you set? Just notice. Now you have some clarity about what's present for you and what you really want to create. Let's just begin moving slowly. Lateral neck bend, ear to shoulder, breathing. One more each way. Now chin to chest. Pull your face into your face. Tuck chin in. Give yourself a double chin to get the neck extensors. And up. And now turn over to one side and then the other. Chin to shoulder. Other side. And then now let's do some half circles. And bring your head back to center. And then let's move into the shoulders. We'll just do figure eights with the shoulders, letting the torso move, breathing. And reverse. And then let's bring the arms up overhead and grab your elbows, keeping the ribs in, and just hold and breathe. You can let your body slowly bend to one side and then the other. Just noticing what tissues are moving. And then let your upper body round and open. Round and open. And rotate and back to center. Rotate and back to center. Rotate, back to center. Rotate, back to center. Rotate, back to center. Last one. Good. Now let's move our ribs in a circle. Breathing. Just warming up the joints here. Holding our intention to guide our movement. Have the best session possible. Listen to the flow. what I got to do. What did you get? Maybe it's to let go, maybe it's to stay focused, maybe it's not to give up. And then let's move down into the hips, sexy circles. And reverse. And then big circles. So hips to the side, diagonal, face on, diagonal, lateral, back diagonal, straight back, back diagonal, straight out to the side, front diagonal. So just find every spot in the rotation. And reverse. We move slow, we slow ourselves down, we can hear the truth. It's usually not very loud, but it is clear if we're clear. And then we're going to move down to the feet. We're going to make circles going across the ball of the foot to the big toe, ankle, rotating, and reverse. And switch feet. Reverse. And then we're going to go ahead and find a place on the ground. So I'm going to come down here. And let's pull the knees into the chest and do some gentle rocking side to side. And one leg down. Circle the ankle. And bring that same leg across just as far as it is able to go without bringing the ribs with you. Breathe. And switch legs. Bring the leg across, leaving the ribs home. Breathe. And bring that back. Grab either the insteps of the feet or the ankles or the shins, whatever is most comfortable for you. The idea is just not to round the low back. Keep the tailbone on the floor. Bring the knees together, gentle side to side rocks. And now some gentle circles. Reverse. And let both knees go to one side. Chest is center of the hip that's on top. Bring one leg at a time back around and switch sides. Keep breathing. And switch again. And one more time, switch sides. Having patience with each position and just really allowing yourself to be present with it. And hold and breathe. Notice. And bring them back one at a time. Let's revisit our butterfly holding. Let the knees fall open, tailbones stay on the floor, shoulders down away from the ears, chin is neutral. And bring the legs down. Let's straighten the legs out, open the heart, open the arms to a Y above the head, palms facing up. We're going to rotate the thighs toward each other here and just breathe. It's easier just to turn the feet and not actually rotate the hips, so make sure you initiate the movement from the hips, rotating the thighs toward each other. If your back starts to arch, just gently pull your ribs down into your body. Maintain the alignment as best as you can. If there's any discomfort, simply find the position that works for you. Unrotate the legs, perhaps bring the knees into a more bent position. And you can still do this in a butterfly. It's not exactly the same, but it's better than not doing it. So if you're in the original position, your legs are straight and rotated. Just finding more and more space in the hips, internally rotating. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, honey. How are you? Good girl. And then rotate them out. Try to keep the legs straight when you rotate them out, and just find actual rotation of the femurs in the legs. Good girl. And rotate them in again. Notice if you have a little more space now. Doesn't have to be completely void of any discomfort, just a little more than you had before, a little more space, a little more comfort, a little more ease. And rotate them out again. Breathing, rotating the femurs out. And one more time, internal rotation. And external rotation. And now we're going to slide the feet up toward our butt and let the back flatten. Then we'll bring the knees together, gently kissing the knees together and then squeezing the glutes to open. Repeat, like you're flapping butterfly wings, squeeze them together and then open. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Excellent. Now we're just going to do crazy legs. So we're just going to let our legs just turn in all different directions, not trying to control any particular movement pattern, just doing what our legs feel like they want to do. Keeping your chin neutral. Don't try not to extend to get control of the spine or the core. You can cross them, bring them open, bring the feet together, whatever feels good. Breathe. Now let's start to slow down the movement. If you ever sped up, just slow down. Really intentional, slow movement. And now we're going to begin to find one foreleg crossed over, one thigh. to a figure four, and just hold that position. Slightly rock it over so that the knee of the top leg is more center than off center. And just go to the extent that it feels for you to go. Breathing, and then come back with the knee outside the body. Breathing. And then revisit with the knee inside the outline of the body, wherever it feels good for you. Good meaning you might have some discomfort, but no pain, like it feels like you're getting a bit of a stretch. And back outside the body, pulling it close. Find the adductors here. And across. And bring it back to center and switch legs. Bring the leg across a bit. Find the stretch. And outside the body. My honey bear. What are you doing, sweetness? Inside the body. Find the stretch again. No, 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 no. Thank you. And outside the body. And inside. And outside. Move both knees into the chest. Gentle side to side rocks. Breathe. Excellent. Now let's put the feet on the floor. Turn the glutes on. Use them to elevate. Breathe and hold here. And down. Turn the glutes on. Turn them up. Press. And down. Leaving the glutes on until they touch the ground. And slowly letting them go. And turning them back on slowly, pressing down, elevating the hips. And down. And up. Last one. And down. And finally, we'll turn over for bird dog. So on hands and knees, we'll extend opposite limbs away from each other, holding. And switch. Hand right under the shoulder, knee under the hip, squeezing the glute to extend, arm extending away, face up in the face. Don't let your head droop. And down. Extend. Switch. And then we'll come down into child's pose. Forehead on the ground, arms by your sides. And just breathe here. Just breathe. Getting deeper and deeper into the posture. And finally, we'll come back onto all fours and we'll finish with a spinal wave, letting the tailbone extend up toward the ceiling and find each vertebra up until you get to your neck, which is the last thing to come up. And then start again at the tailbone, tucking, breathing, rounding each vertebra until your neck is the last thing to go. We'll do this again from the tailbone. If you find any sticky spots, just give yourself a little wiggle. Keep crescendoing up the spine. Breathing. Tuck the tailbone. And then we'll find neutral. And then we'll find a lift and a look. So we're lifting the tailbone and creating a small C shape where your head looks around the corner at your butt, which is slightly reaching around to make a C with your body. And bring it back to neutral. Let's round the entire spine and then lift again and round into a C. Breathing. Hey, baby girl. Need to be outside, honey? One more time. Rounding. Back to center. Lifting, rounding. Back to center. And then from here, we'll find our way to our sitting position. Oh my good girl, baby. Leave that. Leave it. Leave it, baby. Good girl. Okay. All right, and we're just going to find our breath here. And as we're deeply breathing into the belly, we'll ask our heart the question, how should I show up today? Or if should is triggering, which it is for many people, you can ask, what way would be best for me to show up for my highest good and the good of all? Or if you just want something personal and trust that your highest good is the best for all, simply ask that. For my highest good, how shall I show up today? You might get an image or words or feeling. I got lion energy, like fire, lion energy. There's a presence and a coolness, but then there's also this fire burning underneath of a lion. Darkness, no BS. Okay, I'm clear. Take this time to use your visualization to bring into your embodiment that thing that you're creating in your life. If that is, you have a vision for your business or a relationship or the world, let's focus on it and make it so. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, tap in, rise up, and have a powerful, powerful day. Leave it.